Yeah.
Our sports academy classes are designed so that student athletes can participate in their sport during the day. What that allows us to do is allows us to develop them in here year round. We're not trying to build bodybuilders, we're not trying to build weightlifters, we're not trying to build powerlifters, we're trying to build athletes. And so it's not about killing them every single time, it's about building them up throughout long periods of time so we can focus on long-term athletic development. Discipline, effort, and consistency win regardless of what it is.
Dysart is proud to offer top-quality preschool programs that will help prepare your child to succeed. The 3 options available are Growing Minds Preschool, a tuition-based school for children ages 2 to 5, Developmental Preschool for those students identified as needing special education services, and Peer Role Model, where typically developing children serve as peer models for those with special needs. Visit our website to learn more and enroll your child today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to El Mirage, Arizona, as we get set for tonight's Demon Bowl here at Dysart High School. Derek Giesner and Zion Green here with you as we get set for tonight's opening kickoff between your Dysart Demons and the Greenway Demons from Phoenix. Greenway comes into tonight's matchup 1-1 overall. Dysart 2-2, so a pair of 500 teams at Zion. We should be in for a treat here this evening. We look at last week, and Dysart treated us to a fantastic game, a walk-off winner in overtime by a final of 50-48 over Paradise Honors. What do you hope to see here this evening?
Well, I hope to see a very good game that's very close. And I just hope it's an amazing game, honestly. I hope, they keep the same energy from last time and come out with the win.
Yeah, it was fantastic energy by the Dysart Demons, a real back-and-forth battle with Paradise Honors. And that second quarter is where both of the offense really shined, but then Paradise Honors started to outscore Dysart in the third quarter, but the Demons were able to come on strong and outscore them in the fourth quarter and in overtime. And that overtime was just fantastic because we saw Paradise Honors start with the ball, and they got the touchdown, but were unable to convert on the conversion. And then Dysart, they get that touchdown quickly. They go for 2. They make it look easy, and what a win. It was just an incredible game, and you look back at some of the stats from that game. Isaiah Roman threw for 279 yards with 3 touchdowns. Javon Christmas ran the ball 18 times for 181 yards and 2 scores. And then on the receiving end, Donovan Hinchy, 7 grabs for 154 yards and 2 scores. Avion Bailey, 4 receptions, 113 yards and a score. They were clicking on all cylinders last Friday. We'll see what we have in store here this evening. Greenway in their white tops and dark green bottoms will be kicking off to Dysart. Dysart will be moving from right to left on your TV screens here this evening. Dysart in their home red tops and red bottoms with white lettering and numbering. The Demons are ready. Greenway, the green and gold Demons, while your Dysart Demons are red, white, and black. Jogging out to the field for Greenway is their kicker, Killian Connor. The junior will get that teed up and ready to go. Back to return for the Dysart Demons is Donovan Hinchy and Avion Bailey. They're standing around their own 10-yard lines. We've heard the whistle, and away we go on a little squib onside kick, and they almost had it. It was dropped by Deshaun Ingram right through his hands. They caught Dysart off guard. They had one of their linemen up on that front line. He didn't react. Ingram almost grabbed it and took it down the sideline for an opening score, but luckily for the Dysart Demons, he botched that ball, and because of that, Dysart will have it 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line, so excellent field position to start this evening's game. No time off of the clock as that ball went out of bounds, so fresh 12 minutes on the first offensive play of the evening. Isaiah Roman to work out of the gun. 2 receivers up top, one to the near side. He'll send a man in motion, gives it off to his tailback who's following his line, pushing forward, and they'll mark him down at the 49. That was C.J. Ortega on the carry. Ortega coming into tonight, 5 carries for 58 yards on the year. They'll go 3 receivers up top, 1 to the near side. Javon Christmas lined up to the right of quarterback Isaiah Roman in backfield. Roman, 2-step drop, slings it out on the far side to Avion Bailey, who is tackled for a loss. And it'll be 3rd and long for the Dysart Demons. Ball will be spotted just outside the 42-yard line. Not the start that head coach John Ganados drew up for this evening's contest. Dysart likes to move quickly, and from what we saw last week, the Demons just really had their way with Paradise Honors, moving up and down the field. They're trying to get in rhythm here early on in this contest. 3rd and 12 from the 42. Roman going with the hard count. Play action, rolling to the near side. He's going to tuck it and go. He's across the 50, and he'll slide around the 46-yard line, right at that first down marker, waiting for the official signal, but it looks like he got it. And he did. Yep, the chain gang a little slow to move them. They're moving the chains now, but it is a 1st and 10 for the Dysart Demons. They've moved the ball into Greenway territory. On 1st and 10, again with the hard count. A lot of movement on the Greenway line. Isaiah Roman doing a great job of confusing Greenway. Roman calls for it. Gives it to Christmas. Christmas with a strong burst of speed, but he is taken down at the 43-yard line after a short gain. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 8. Christmas will head to the bench, get a little bit of a breather. Ortega will be in the backfield with Roman. 2nd down and 8 from the 44. Roman out of the gun. He's going to heave it deep. He got man open! And he threw it behind him, intended for Donovan Hinchy. A good job by Hinchy, though, to see where that ball was. And he cut off his route and tried to jump and grab behind him. But the defender was right on top of him and knocked the ball away. A good look, though, by Isaiah Roman. Just needed a little bit more oomph on that pass. 3rd down and 8, ball at the 44-yard line. And Zion, what are you seeing early on in this drive by the Dysart Demons?
Early on, I would say that it seems that they're kind of getting yardage, but they just need to get those open looks on the passes. And I think as soon as they get that, they'll score the 1st touchdown.
Roman out of the gun, trips up top. He's feeling the rush, trying to avoid the sack, but he is taken down at the 47-yard line in his own territory. Sack is made by number 10, Alden Haddock, the senior, and that'll bring out the punting unit for Dysart. So heading back to punt for Dysart is Christian Leonard. Normally we see Luis Lopez, but Leonard is back to punt. I don't see Lopez on the sideline, so that could be why. Leonard gets it and boots it deep. High in the air, going back inside the 10. This will be returned. Working the far side of the field. He's got some running room. Now he's running into a pile of Dysart defenders. Somehow gets around him, still free and pushed out of bounds around the 44-yard line. There is a flag on the field.
Great to see Luis back on the field. We're all so happy with that.
So we'll see what the penalty is, but it looks like it's going to be going against Greenway, and they're going to move this ball back. 8:08 to go in this first quarter of play. No score between Dysart and Greenway. So it looks like they'll pick up the flag on one of the calls against Dysart, but the one against Greenway is going to hurt them. And this ball is going to be put right at the original return spot, which is about the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 8. Greenway led by quarterback Tyler McNally, who's thrown for 469 yards on the year. Their main tailback is Carlos Toscano, and they've got a couple of receivers. Those are Christian Shelter and Andy Boddick. They're going to run it on first down, and no gain. May have even lost a yard trying to work that far end of the field. Nothing happening for Toscano. Second down and 12, so they're going to mark a 2-yard loss on that opening carry. Greenway led by head coach Ed Cook. Again, the Greenway Demons out of Phoenix, just 1-1 on the year. They compete in the 4A Skyline Conference. They'll run the ball right up the middle, gain a burst of speed, and now a gang tackle by Dysart trying to stop them, and it looks like they finally get him down around the 15-yard line. Couple yards short, but there was a fumble on the play, and coming up with it are the Dysart Demons. So Dysart will have the ball in the red zone as the offense heads out onto the field. What a stop by the Dysart defense, and what a great job to get that ball back this close to the end zone. So the red jerseys scamper out onto the field in the red zone for Dysart the first time this evening. 7:17 to go in this first quarter of play. No score between Dysart and Greenway. Roman's going to work out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 out top. Flanked by a couple of tailbacks. Gives it to Javon Christmas, who pushes forward. And it looks like he'll be spotted down right at the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 on first down. I'll bring up 2nd down and 6 at the 7-minute mark here in this first quarter of play. On 2nd down, Roman hands it off again. No gain on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6. You have to wonder if this will be 4-down territory for Dysart. Roman out of the gun. He's got Javon Christmas in the backfield along with Noah Ramirez. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Roman calls for it, looks to the near side. He's going to throw it, and just a bit low, popped out of the hands of his intended receiver. That'll bring up 4th down and 5 from the 10-yard line. And right now, the Dysart Demon offense remains on the field. They don't normally like to kick the ball, and it looks like their regular kicker, Luis Lopez, is unavailable tonight. So I have a feeling we're going to see them go for it on 4th downs all evening, and I don't even know if we'll see any extra points. They may go for 2 every time. Isaiah Roman out of the gun. Got a man in motion on the jet sweep. They're going to give it to him. That's Avion Bailey. Bailey makes a cut, but it looks like he may have gone out of bounds. He did at the 40-yard line, but that should be good for a 1st and goal for the Dysart Demons. So Bailey, a great heads-up play. He saw that first down marker and made sure to get there. And now a fresh set of downs for the Dysart Demons. Under 6 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. First and goal for the Dysart Demons inside the 5-yard line. Got a receiver up top, one to the bottom. Under center is Roman. Christmas in the backfield. He gives it to Christmas. Off the right side and in for 6. Javon Christmas picks up right where he left off last week. And just like that, the Dysart Demons are on top 6-0. What a great score. And Zion, what did you see on that carry by Javon Christmas?
Well, I saw the same thing he did last game, you know. Just good running, really fast, and just able to get past the defense.
So they will kick the ball. Number 6 on my roster is Christian Leonard. I don't know if this is Leonard or if Luis Lopez is wearing a different jersey. But the kick is up and good, and Dysart now leads Greenway 7-0. 5:38 to go in this first quarter of play. We'll be back right after this. Dysart Demon offense fresh off a touchdown and an extra point. Dysart leads 7-0, 5:32 to go in this first quarter of play. Greenway returns the short kick to about the 41-yard line. That's where their offense will set up shop on this 1st and 10 from the 41. Fans, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be. You can visit them on mountainmikespizza.com or by visiting them in Surprise. Their phone number is 623-235-8100. Chain Gaines trying to get set following that kickoff. And we're ready to go. 1st and 10 from the 41. McNally hands it off yet again. And this time on the carry was Bryce Clark. He was stopped dead in his tracks. So Greenway right out the gates just trying to run the ball, and it's just not working for him early on. This Dysart defense is holding their ground and have been able to shut down what Greenway has wanted to do early on in this game. 2nd down and 11, ball at the 40-yard line. McNally out of the gun. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the near side. McNally going to swing it up top. He's got a man caught and going forward. Dragged down at around the 45 is Kai Becker. That'll bring up 3rd and manageable. Ball will be at the 46, it looks like. So 3rd and 5 for the Greenway Demons. 7-0, Dysart leads. 4:20 to go in this first quarter of play. McNally out of the gun. 1 receiver up top, 2 to the near side. He's going to throw right down the seam. He's got a man. 1st down and more. Take it down at the 35-yard line in Dysart territory. A quick pass to Andy Boddick. And the senior went right up the seam past the Dysart defense. Boddick is one you have to watch out for coming into tonight. 8 grabs for 91 yards and 1 touchdown on the season. First and 10, ball at the 36 for the Greenway Demons. McNally will work with trips to the near side. One receiver up top. He's looking up top, feels the rush. He's going to tuck it and run. Working that sideline. He's got a first down and more, and now he'll scamper out of bounds around the 15-yard line. McNally caught that Dysart defense off guard, and not one to normally run the ball. He came into tonight with just 6 carries for 14 yards. He does have 1 score, but my assumption, looking at those stats, he probably had a QB sneak from the 1-yard line. He does not look like a very mobile quarterback, but he took what the defense gave him there. On first and 10 from the 22, he'll sling it out to the near side. Pass is caught, coming up the seam and taken down at the 15 is Kai Becker. He's been looking Becker's direction early on in this game. Haven't really seen Toscano get that involved. It's been more of Kai Becker. Second down and 8. 3:10 to go in this first quarter of play. Ball spotted at the 14-yard line. McNally to work out of the gun. McNally going to give it to a tailback, trying to push forward and now taken down. I don't believe there was any gain there. It was Bryce Clark. Check that, Corey Guerrero on a carry. So a few different ball carriers toting the rock early on in this contest for Greenway. Third down and 8. Ball at the 14-yard line for Greenway. Big play here for the Dysart defense. McNally out of the gun. 2 receivers split out to each side. McNally, 2-step drop, looks around, feels the rush, tries throwing out, has a man, and it is caught. Touchdown, Greenway. And spinning ball for the celebration is Kai Becker, and he gets flagged for doing so. 7-6 our score pending the extra point. It almost looked like from here that McNally's throw was going to be short as he threw off his back foot. But the grab was made by Kai Becker, and now Greenway will attempt a PAT. The penalty that you saw will be assessed on the kickoff. So Killian Connor in to attempt the PAT for Greenway. Ball will be held by Jaden Wardrop. Snap will be made by David Alley. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and that is good. 7-7 our score. The Demons are all tied up. 2:12 to go in this first quarter of play. We'll be back right after this.
Did you know Dysart Schools offers free full-day kindergarten for our community? We deliver high-quality education aligned with Arizona academic standards. Students learn foundational skills through hands-on, real-life experiences. We even have special area classes where our kiddos get to experience art, music, and physical education. Enroll today and come experience all Dysart has to offer.
Welcome back to Dysart High School. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you. 7-7 our score between the two Demon schools. Greenway out of Phoenix, Dysart from right here in El Mirage. And it's been a fun start to the game, and the refs, I think, forgot about that flag on the touchdown for the excessive celebration. They will now back up Greenway as the penalty was to be assessed here on the kickoff. They allowed them to kick from where they normally do for the PAT, which knotted the score at 7, but now Greenway will be forced to kick off at the 25-yard line, which should give pretty good starting field position for the Dysart Demon offense. Killian Connor to boot it deep. 2:12 to go in this first quarter of play. And a couple of fakes, and now they'll just kick it on the ground off a few hops. Fielded by at the 35, still on his feet is Donovan Hinchy. And Hinchy gets tripped up just shy of the 30-yard line, deep into Greenway territory. We'll have to see how much longer Greenway does that with these little chip kicks, because it's not really working. They were unable to recover the opening kick. And now this one, you give Dysart great starting field position yet again. Dysart was able to capitalize on their last drive with the touchdown. We'll see what they do here. First and 10 from the 32-yard line. Roman will work out of the gun, trips to the near side. One receiver up top. He's flanked by Javon Christmas in the backfield. Roman will send Bailey in motion. He'll carry it on the jet sweep. Good cut in, good cut out. First down and more, and pushed out of bounds just shy of the 15-yard line. Avion Bailey off to a great start here this evening. Under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. 7-7 our score. It'll be first and 10 for the Dysart Demons. Ball at the 15-yard line. Trips to the near side, a receiver up top. Javon Christmas to the left of Isaiah Roman. Roman calls for it. Quick throw to Bailey on the near side. Bailey trying to get around one defender. He will not. Standing his ground was Alden Haddock, and he has really caused some havoc early on in this game.
It'll be second down and 12.
Second down and 12 for the Dysart Demons. Under a minute to go in this first quarter of play. Dysart in no rush to break the huddle. Isaiah Roman comes back into it after getting the play call from the sideline. 40 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. Roman out of the gun. Trips again to the near side. Sends a receiver up top. Javon Christmas in the backfield. Bailey in motion. Fake the give. They're going to go up top. They got a man in single coverage, and he was unable to come down with the one-armed catch. That'll stop the clock at 24 seconds. Third down and 12.
Almost a great one-handed catch by Donovan, but it'll be third and 12.
Roman returns to the huddle. Third and 12, ball at the 18-yard line. 24 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. 7-7 our score. Roman calls for it. He's flush from the pocket, looking, throws it across the field, across his body, and was the catch made? Yes, it was. Jason Bernard comes down with a grab with 15 seconds to go on the clock. That's a first and goal now for the Dysart Demons, but they're going to let this clock run out. After one quarter of play, we're all knotted at 7 between Greenway and Dysart, but stay with us because when we come back, it'll be first and goal inside the 5 for your Dysart Demons. We'll be back right after this.
Here at Bailey Orthodontics, we offer a variety of treatment that is tailored and suited to you. So everything from clear brackets to metal brackets, gold brackets to Invisalign. What our patients love about coming to Bailey Orthodontics is just the genuineness that you get when you get here, and that truly everyone here cares for you.
We love to be on the cusp of technology. We like to offer the services that help our patients achieve the smile that they want in a faster time. One thing that's important in orthodontics, I feel, is to be a board-certified orthodontist. To keep up to date, to provide my patients with the technology, the information, and anything that can help them achieve the smile that they want.
First down and goal to get is to, it was supposed to go to Javon Christmas. It looks like the snap was botched, and Dysart just had to fall on it, so it'll be second and goal following the short loss. Roman under center, Christmas in the backfield. Roman's going to roll out. He's looking, little shovel pass. Did he catch that? He did! Donovan Hinchy. A flag flies, but the score is good for Dysart, and they now lead 13-7. What a heads-up play by quarterback Isaiah Roman. Just a little pitch of a throw, almost Patrick Mahomes-esque. And Dysart back on top, 13-7, pending this PAT. Dysart looks confused as they're trying to figure out what they need to do here. They are going to go for two. Christmas will jog back onto the field. And there was an unsportsmanlike conduct called on that play. It'll be enforced on the kickoff. I didn't catch who it went against. But if it's against Dysart, then that means back-to-back scores. The offense has been flagged. Well, after all the confusion, the Demon offense now is ready for the two-point conversion. Roman will go under center. He's got a receiver split out to each side. Christmas in the backfield. Again, a little botch play, but it works out. The give is to CJ Ortega. He walks right up the middle, and Dysart leads 15-7. 11:37 to go in this first half. We'll be back right after this. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you. 11:37 to go until halftime. Dysart leads Greenway 15-7. Dysart will be booting it deep, and following that personal foul penalty against Dysart with the excessive celebration following the touchdown, Dysart now will kick the ball off at the 25-yard line. So Greenway could have some pretty good starting field position on this drive. So both teams now on their last scores have been flagged for excessive celebration and taunting. Ball is teed up at the 25. Looks like Carlos Fernandez Gonzalez to boot it deep, and it goes out of bounds, and the flag will fly. And it'll be good starting field position for Greenway. The ball went out of bounds right at the 40, and I think that's where they would have placed it anyways, is right at the 40. Now they can opt for a re-kick, and judging by what the players are doing right now, walking around, I think they are going to make Dysart re-kick this. So Carlos Fernandez Gonzalez jogs back out. They'll tee the ball back up at the 25-yard line and try this again.
There'll be a re-kick.
They move him back another 5 yards, so it'll be kicked at the 20 this time. And now they're going to change kickers. So I believe this is Christian Leonard. Unless Luis Lopez has changed his jersey, Leonard will come in to kick. And I don't know what the refs are doing, but they keep moving this ball around. The players look like they're out on the field dancing the way they're going frontwards and backwards and frontwards and backwards. But we're going to tee the ball back up at the 20, and we're going to let Leonard kick it from there. 11:37 to go in this second quarter of play. 15-7. Dysart leads Greenway. Leonard gets it across the 50, and now this one rolls out of bounds.
Once again, the kick goes out of bounds.
Is Greenway going to accept it, or are we going to re-kick it? I think we're going to re-kick it again. At this rate, they need to just keep it on the ground and kick it down the middle of the field, because otherwise we're going to be here all night. No time has come off of the clock since no one has touched this ball on any of the kickoffs. And now we're going to move another 5 yards back, so it'll be kicked off from the 15-yard line. I can honestly say in all the games I've broadcasted, this is a first. 3 penalties on the kickoff. And this one's down the middle. It'll be returned from the 48-yard line. Finding some running room on the far side of the field, still on his feet. Now take it down at the 29-yard line. It was Talon Pendarvis on the return. And it'll be good starting field position for Greenway as they'll have it 1st and 10. Ball at the 29, I believe. No, they're going to spot it right on the 30. So McNally leads his offense out there. Dysart leading by a score, 15-7. McNally out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Fakes the give to his tailback and a roll to the near side. McNally looking downfield, finds a man wide open and into the end zone for 6. And just like that, Greenway now is just a pair of points behind Dysart. On the reception was Carlos Toscano. And it's a 2-point game. Greenway will opt to kick the PAT. Killian Connor, the junior, will head on out to the field. Snap good, hold good, kick is good, and it's 15-14. Dysart leads Greenway by 1, 11:21 to go in this second quarter of play. We'll be back right after this. And we're back here at Dysart High School. Derek Diesner, Zion Green, and it's a 1-point ball game, 15-14. Dysart leads by 1 here in the second quarter. Is Killian gonna boot it deep? And it takes a bounce and goes out of bounds, and looks like we'll probably redo this kick as well. Players are looking around to see, are we kicking it again or are we coming off the field? And now Dysart's holding their position, so we'll have a re-kick. So Zion, what'd you think of that last drive? I mean, now this game's close yet again. One-point game.
I feel that, you can really see it at the very beginning, first quarter. It's just neck and neck. And this is what, we should expect from the Demon Bowl.
Very true. Both of these teams want to get that win tonight. Who the real demons are. Is it Greenway or is it Dysart? These two teams squared off last year in Greenway, and Greenway came out victorious 34-26. So Dysart looking for some revenge this year. Greenway will kick it from the 35. Killian boots it deep. It'll be returned from the 18-yard line, far side of the field. and getting tripped up by the turf and taken down there at the 35-yard line was Avion Bailey. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Dysart Demons from the 35. They lead by 1. And the Dysart offense, led by quarterback Isaiah Roman, out on the field, ready to go with this offensive possession. So be a good drive to really get that run game going. Want to start taking some time off of that clock. Roman out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side. He's going to give it to Javon Christmas, who may have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage, but from the looking at the line judge, looks like he may have lost a yard. So it'll be second down and 11. Ball just outside that 35-yard line. See the coaches on the Dysart sideline really talking to the players, trying to coach them up and get them revved up. Right now, not a lot of energy on that Dysart sideline. They got to get going. Second and 11 from the 34. Roman out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Roman feels the rush, tries to avoid it, steps in, and he is sacked around the 30-yard line. Couple of defenders in on that stop for Greenway. Leading the charge is Brady Knight, the junior. That'll bring up third and long. That is the first sack of the year for Knight. As a team, Greenway has 5. Roman out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. He's got a couple of backs with him in the backfield. And again, he gets dropped. That offensive line not able to protect him on this drive. And this time, Alden Haddock, who I said earlier, but he truly has caused havoc tonight. And there again, he gets Roman, sacks him, and on 4th and 17, the hunting unit comes out. Christian Leonard gets set to boot it deep. Greenway will have a man standing at the 35 to return this punt. 9:08 to go until halftime. Dysart leads by 1, 15-14 our score. Good punt. Take a bounce right at the 50 and returned off a hop. Almost take it down around the 45, trying to reverse field and being dropped at the 42 was Aiden Granado. So Greenway will start with it, 1st and 10 at the 42 in their own territory. Good job by the Dysart special teams.
After that punt, Greenway takes over off the 42-yard line.
Dysart ready to go defensively. Made a few substitutions, but they got their guys on the field. Quick drop. Pass is complete over to Boddick. And he is taken down at the 49-yard line. Couple yards shy of that first down marker. Still in their own territory.
Pass completion makes it 2nd and 4.
Greenway slow to get out of the huddle. On 2nd and 4. And now a timeout will be called by Dysart. Their first of the half. 8:09 to go until halftime. Dysart leads Greenway 15-14. We'll be back right after this.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, Are you ready to experience Dysart?
.809 to go until halftime. Dysart leads Greenway 15-14. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you. Second down and 4. Ball at the 49 for Greenway. McNally will work out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. He's going to give it to his tailback, who trying to push forward, but met by a wall of Dysart defenders, and he is dropped after just getting across the 50-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and short. I believe that was Corey Guerrero on the carry.
Let's talk about that Dysart defense today.
I was just about to say, Zion, they need to get a stop here. This is a big 3rd down. It probably will be 4-down territory for Greenway, but Dysart defense going to need a stop here. 3rd and 2. McNally. He's got time. He's going to step up, and he's going to run and get the first down. Man, he took that defender on head on. Normally, you see the defender knock the quarterback back, but McNally nailed the Dysart defender with his helmet.
It was a pretty good run. I feel like they should have kind of like a little bit more because they keep trying to run that ball to keep giving too much space.
They got to close the holes. 1st and 10 for Greenway. Ball at the 43-yard line. McNally out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side. McNally rolls to the far side of the field, looks down, starting to come back, and the ball's knocked out. The Demons have it. The Dysart Demons, that is. They've got the ball at the 48-yard line. And the Dysart offense will have the ball in Greenway territory.
An absolutely amazing play by the defense.
McNally just holding that ball loosely by his side, and a great job by the Demons, by the Dysart Demons, that is, to knock it loose. 6:44 to go in this second quarter of play. 15-14, Dysart leads by 1, but the offense comes back out onto the field after that huge defensive stop and takeaway by the Dysart Demons.
Let's see if they can convert.
Offense will get lined up. Roman out of the gun. On the end around. They give it to Hinchy. He's going to work the near side. He's got it 1st down and more. Pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Dysart at the 30.
Amazing run by Hinchy. Looks like he broke his defenders over there. Saw him on the floor.
Hinchy on the year coming into tonight, 6 carries for 33 yards and a score. His longest run had been for 2 yards. You could change that now. 1st and 10 from the 30. Roman checks the sideline, gets the play call. 2 receivers split out to the top, fake the give. Instead, they'll give it to the tailback, who trudges forward, and C.J. Ortega spotted down at the 25-yard line. They'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
Dysart is loving that running play tonight. I think they've ran that at least like 7 times already.
They like that misdirection. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from the 25. Roman out of the gun. Sends a man in motion, gives it to him. Pushing forward is Avion Bailey, and he is right at the sticks at the 20-yard line. We'll see if they give him the first. As of now, they're going to mark it 3rd and inches. Wow. Well, now you have to wonder, do we see a quarterback sneak from Isaiah Roman here on 3rd and short? Roman working out of the gun. We'll see if he moves up to get under center and quick push his way forward for the 1st down. Roman calls for it and got movement. Isaiah Roman has been a magician back there this evening. He has gone with that hard count, and it has thrown Greenway, and he did a good job there, but We need to make sure, and it looks like there was actually movement first on the Dysart line. So instead of it being a first down for Dysart, it's now 3rd and 6. Gives Roman a few more yards to work with. He'll sling it out. And that pass was too far in front of his intended receiver, Avion Bailey.
After that incomplete pass,
4th down and 6, and as of now, the offense is staying on the field. Clock is stopped at 5:11. Dysart looking to keep this drive alive. On 4th and 6. Roman out of the gun. Gets it. Had a man and they just could not connect. Donovan Hinchy was looking around wondering where that throw was going from Roman, and it looked like they were just on the wrong page. Be a turnover on downs with 5:08 to go in this second quarter of play. Dysart leads Greenway by 1, 15-14. And Zion, that's not what you want to see on 4th down, where your quarterback and your receiver are not on the same page.
It seems like there's some miscommunication between them or something, because he threw that and he was barely even starting to look back.
Yeah, and that's one we'll have to circle as this game goes on, because that play could be crucial depending on how this one turns out. On 1st and 10, give it to the tailback, who will push forward for a gain of about 3. As Corey Guerrero on the carry. That'll get the clock moving.
that run
Greenway in no hurry.
for 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Second down and 8, ball at the 29-yard line. 2 receivers split out to each end. They'll sling it down the seam and knocked away. Great pass defended there by Donovan Hinchy. McNally dropped down and threw it sidearm, tried getting it over to his receiver, but that was a tight window and a fantastic job by Donovan Hinchy to knock that one down.
Donovan Hinchy just seems to be all over the field tonight, defending and scoring.
Really is, and you know, it's definitely an asset for the team to have when you have a receiver who also plays defensive back. Because as a receiver, you have to decide, what can I do to fake out this DB? But when you're playing DB, you already know what's going on in the minds of the receiver. That pass is complete to the tailback, Corey Guerrero, but Christian Leonard throws him down out of bounds short of that first down marker, and a great job by the Dysart Demons defense to force 4th down. So the ball will be spotted at the 33-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 3. And it looks like Greenway is content with punting this one away with how deep they are in their own territory. Late substitution onto the field. A booming punt. This will take a bounce around the 32, and it takes a Greenway bounce as it will be downed at the 26-yard line, and that's where the Dysart Demon offense will set up shop with 4:03 to go in the second quarter of play. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this. CJ Ortega with a pair of carries to start this drive off. Picked up about 5 on his first carry and picked up maybe 1 or 2 yards on that second attempt. It'll bring up third down and short. Clock is running, 3:20 to go in the second quarter of play. Dysart leads Greenway by 1, 15-14 our score. Isaiah Roman to work out of the gun. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the bottom. Ortega in the backfield. They'll send a man in motion. On the jet sweep is Avion Bailey, and he is taken down at the 38-yard line, but that's good for a Dysart first down. A nice job by Avion Bailey to help up Greenway defender Luis Juarez off the turf. Caught Juarez off guard. Under 3 minutes to go until halftime. Dysart's going to have to start moving the ball. They do have 2 timeouts. If you remember, they had to burn 1 earlier. On 1st and 10 from the 39. Roman will actually split up top. He's standing up there around the 40-yard line. Little trick play upcoming. Bailey in motion. And keeping the ball and running with it, I believe, was Donovan Hinchy. It was on the trickeration. He picked up maybe a yard. So a good thought, just didn't pan out. Clock is moving around the 2-minute mark. Again, Dysart still has 2 timeouts. It's 2nd down and 9 from the 40. Roman gives it to Ortega. Ortega met by a pair of Greenway defenders, and I don't think he gained a yard. Timeout called by Dysart. 100 seconds left in this first half of play. 15-14 our score. And Zion, Dysart really needs to get something going here. You know they want to get some points before halftime, but now the question is, how do they do it? What do they need to do here?
You know, I really just feel that they need to just kind of slow down on those running plays. They keep running it, and as you can see, the other side of the field has really just caught on. And I feel like they just need to start, getting more players out there and running and passing that.
Well, looking down on the field, it looks like one Dysart player is a little shaken up, so they're taping him up. But he looks to be all right. Might actually be a JV player that's just over here checking with the training staff, because I don't have a 65 on my roster. So they're putting 4 seconds back on the clock. 1:44 to go until halftime. 3rd down and 8. Ball at the 41-yard line. Roman out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side. 1 up top. Send a man in motion. That's Avion Bailey. Roman feeling the rush. Rolls to the near side, and he throws it at the feet of Donovan Hinchy. Incomplete. That brings up 4th down and 8 with 1:37 to go until halftime. And Dysart's going to be forced to punt this ball back to Greenway. Greenway has 2 timeouts at their disposal. We'll see if Christian Leonard can pin him deep. Leonard has done an admirable job filling in this evening for Luis Lopez, who normally handles punting and kicking duties. High snap. Leonard grabs it. He's got to get it off quick. It's blocked. Greenway's going to try to fall on it, and they do at the 15-yard line. And falling on it from Greenway is Brady Knight. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball at the 15-yard line. 1:28 to go until halftime. And Greenway has 2 timeouts, and they are in the red zone. You don't want to give a team any momentum, and I have to say, Greenway's fans, they travel really well. They've got bands and stands. They've got their band here. They're able to make a lot of noise, and you don't want to allow them to do that. McNally going to sling it up to the far side. Pass is caught, and scampering into the end zone for 6 is Andy Boddick. And Greenway now leads 20-15 over Dysart with the extra point upcoming. That is the second touchdown of the year for Boddick. Killian Connor now onto the field to attempt the PAT. One play, one score. Dysart's offense is going to get this ball back before halftime, trailing by a touchdown. Kick is good. 21-15. Greenway leads Dysart. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
.121 to go until halftime. Dysart trails Greenway 21-15. Touchback coming out of the break. And the Dysart Demon offense will come back out onto the field looking to get a score and head into halftime with some momentum. They trail by 6, but they've got 2 timeouts and a minute 21 to work with. On that last drive was very deflating for Dysart, and now that offense needs to look for a way to respond.
Yeah, you know, they just really need to just make better plays, make better moves, better communication. Like on some of those, they just keep running too much. On other ones, you see like way passes that are way too low, way too high, or somebody's not even looking at it. So they just need to get there and lock in.
Roman sends a man in motion on 1st and 10. Little flip, and he gave it to Bailey. Stutter step, and he's dropped at the 25 after a gain of 5. Clock is running under a minute 10. No sense of urgency yet by Dysart. They are pinned pretty deep in their own territory, so you know they don't want to get too risky with things. Getting the play call from head coach John Ganatos on the sideline. 50 seconds to go until halftime. The gun is Roman. Roman calls for it. 2-step drop. Pump fake. Frees up. Gets it over to Avion Bailey, who gets out of bounds. But they're going to keep that clock running. Dysart will stop the clock. No, that it was running. It's stopped now. They just had to get the chain set up for the first down. I was wondering, why did this thing stop? So the clock is moving. 25 seconds to go. Out of the gun is Roman. Javon Christmas in the backfield with them. At 20, low snap. Roman feels the pressure, and he's dropped. Dysart won't run another play this half, as they'll let this clock run out. Or they won't. Dysart's going to use a timeout with 11 seconds to go. And it's going to be 2nd down and long. I don't understand this call here by head coach John Ganatos. This must be a learning moment for the team. It's 3rd and long. And now with calling that timeout with 11 seconds, if you don't get a first down here, you better sure hope you waste a lot of time before the next play, because otherwise you're going to have to punt and give this ball back to Greenway.
Those Dysart Demons, what do you think they could do to, you know, hopefully get this first and potentially score?
That's a great question. They're going to have to open up this passing game and look for something down the seam. This will be an interesting play call for head coach John Ganados. 11 seconds on the clock. Roman calls for it. Going to give it to his tailback. And he is tackled at the 32-yard line. We'll see if Greenway elects to use a timeout. And it looks like they do.
Carry for 2 yards.
Now they're just going to let that clock run out. So no, they elected not to use a timeout, but stop the clock for whatever reason on the scoreboard. But at the end of the day, that's that. And at halftime, Greenway leads Dysart 21-15. We'll take a break and be back with the third quarter right after this.
School finance can be an intricate topic. It's a web of complicated formulas and funding sources that becomes more complex as you learn more about it. But grasping some of the basics of how the Dysart School District receives and spends money can go a long way in understanding how your tax dollars work to meet the needs of children in our community. Dysart receives funding from 3 main sources: the state of Arizona, the federal government, and other local revenues, which include property taxes. About 90% comes from the state and local sources, and about 10% comes from the federal government. Federal money is designated for such things as special education services and to support the learning needs of students living in poverty using Title I funds. The thing is, that money can only be used for those programs. The district can't use that federal money for anything else. In fact, as you will find out later on, almost every dollar the school district receives has strings attached. State and local funding money is broken down into 2 main pots: maintenance and operations, or M&O, and capital. Dysart receives and spends approximately 95% of its funds in the M&O pot and 5% in capital. Maintenance and operations are your day-to-day expenses, your operating expenses. These include salaries for employees, utilities like lights, transportation services, and general supplies. Capital expenses are items that last for many years, such as buildings, furniture, equipment, technology, textbooks, and buses. So remember those strings I talked about? Well, Arizona law requires that capital money only be used for capital purchases, and M&O money only be used for M&O. So we can't just go buy one less bus to fund a teacher, and we can't cut a teacher's salary to buy a computer. Now, say the school district would like additional money to provide a better education for students that goes above and beyond what the state and federal government provide. They can go out to their local community and ask for something called an override or a bond, which is a tax on property. Overrides and bonds are very different things and are not interchangeable. There's no such thing as an override bond or a bond override. A bond is designated for capital money, those buses, school buildings, safety, and technology. A bond can only be used for those capital purposes. The last time Dysart voters approved a bond was in 2006. The district can call for either a capital override or an M&O override. The Dysart School District asks voters to fund full-day kindergarten, quality arts and athletic programs, and maintain class sizes in 2020 through the continuation of an M&O override. The community approved this override, and that money collected paid directly for those things. The current override provides approximately $24.5 million to the district's maintenance and operations budget. These pots of money that Dysart receives don't look the same from year to year. In fact, they can look very different depending on how many students enroll in Dysart, whether or not voters approve an override, or whether or not the state or federal government decides to cut or adjust funding. Despite the fluctuations in funding, Dysart continues to live within its budget, and it's been doing pretty well. Dysart was voted Best Public School District in the West Valley 2 years in a row and is an A-rated district in the state of Arizona. The district is home to the number 6 ranked K-8 school in Arizona, Freedom Traditional Academy, 3 top 100 K-8 schools, and a top 25 high school in the state. Overall, Dysart has 18 A-rated and 4 B-rated schools, many of which outrank local charter schools. Additionally, all 4 of our high schools were named Best High Schools by U.S. News and World Report. Most importantly, students are graduating from Dysart schools career and college ready. So do you understand the school district budget any better now? If you're like me, the answer is both yes and no. And that's okay. It's difficult. To find out more information and dig deeper into the complexities of school district funding, visit dysart.org/budget or call us directly. We're here to help. It's your money, and we want you to understand how we use it to best meet the needs of all students.
Hello, I'm Dr. John Crow, the Superintendent of Dysart Schools. Today I'm excited to introduce one of our new communication tools designed to enhance our interaction with you. In response to parent feedback and to ensure student safety through a consistent district-approved platform, Dysart Schools has launched an engagement tool called Parent Square. Many of our families have already joined and are benefiting from its features, including the ability to send direct messages to teachers. Parent Square also plays a crucial role in our emergency and safety communications by providing timely updates on information that affects your campus, class, or group. Additionally, using Parent Square helps us comply with Arizona Board of Education regulations on student interaction and includes built-in safeguards for appropriate oversight and accountability. If you haven't activated your Parent Square account yet, it only takes a few minutes. You can use the invite email we recently sent or request another one from your school's front office. To update your contact information, you can still use the parent portal where you can also check grades and attendance. One of the exciting features of Parent Square is the option to receive your messages in preferred language. With over 130 languages available, you can select your choice within the parent portal. For instructions and additional help, visit dysart.org/parentsquare. The adoption of Parent Square reflects our commitment at Dysart to continually improve and respond to your feedback. We hope you find this new tool valuable and use it to stay informed and engaged with us. Have a great day.
If you could shape the future of education, how would it look? Most students follow the same beaten path, but our path is different. Our path is inspired. Our path leads to more. Our path is career and technical education. Students are engaged. They do. They create. They are fueled by choice. Our students engineer their own experience. Working with business mentors, it's more than a classroom. It's a thriving center for career-driven education, focused on producing the best students. Students who are prepared to contribute in the working world. Students with self-confidence. Students with collaboration skills and creativity. The best kind of students. At the end of the day, we produce the best students. West Met is career-driven education.
Dysart is proud to offer top-quality preschool programs that will help prepare your child to succeed. The three options available are Growing Minds Preschool, a tuition-based school for children ages 2 to 5, Developmental Preschool for those students identified as needing special education services, and Peer Role Model, where typically developing children serve as peer models for those with special needs. Visit our website to learn more and enroll your child today. Did you know Dysart Schools offers free full-day kindergarten for our community? We deliver high-quality education aligned with Arizona academic standards. Students learn foundational skills through hands-on, real-life experiences. We even have special area classes where our kiddos get to experience art, music, and physical education. Enroll today and come experience all Dysart has to offer.
Here at Bailey Orthodontics, we offer a variety of treatment that is tailored and suited to you. So everything from clear brackets to metal brackets, gold brackets to Invisalign. What our patients love about coming to Bailey Orthodontics is just the genuineness that you get when you get here, and that truly everyone here cares for you.
We love to be on the cusp of technology. We like to offer the services that help our patients achieve the smile that they want in a faster time. One thing that's important in orthodontics, I feel, is to be a board-certified orthodontist. To keep up to date, to provide my patients with the technology, the information, and anything that can help them achieve the smile that they want.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
I'm Sophia Catterlick, a junior here at Shadow Ridge. I do math, science, history, and ASL, but I also go to West Mech as a dental assistant. Let's see that. Here at West Mech, we learn the basics of dental assisting. We set up operatories, clean tools, take impressions, and once we're all done with the program, we can go right into the dental industry.
Hi, my name is Michael Bernstein and I am a junior at Shadow Ridge High School. I take a total of 4 classes. One of my favorite classes is at West Mech, Power Sports. Let's take a look. Hi, here at West Mech in the Power Sports program, where we learn how to work on off-road vehicles, street bikes, and watercraft. We learn the 4 strokes of an engine, how relays and wiring works, and how carburetors and everything make a motor work. We receive certifications for Snap-on, Polaris, and Yamaha. Come check it out.
I currently attend West MEC at the medical assisting program, and Shadow Ridge has helped me advance my skills and set a base for what I'm going to do for my future. Hi, I'm at West MEC Northwest Campus at Medical Assisting. I practice medicine in a clinical setting where I do injections and take vital signs. This will help me after high school obtain a certification so I can work in a healthcare setting after high school.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
Hi, I'm Leslie Palumbo, and I'm at Dysart High School. I'm here to talk to you about the Business and Marketing program that I currently teach, and it's a 2-year program that we offer our students. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 7, 8, and then we have an internship opportunity for our students to participate in. Usually we like to have them do that their senior year. The things that you're going to learn in Business and Marketing will prepare you for different types of careers. You can be an entrepreneur, you can be a marketing specialist, you can be somebody who's in the channel management, which is a great career opportunity for many. One way that we integrate our skills and building those skills that you need to be successful in those different career fields is through our lab. And let's go ahead and show you what that looks like. We have a school store on campus that our students actually, they become employees of the school store, and then the 3-4 management students, they actually manage the employees. They create schedules, they do all the inventory, they purchase our products that we sell in our store, and they also are able to design and create our school spirit shirts, if you will, and any other types of school spirit items that we have. So the other thing that they learn is customer service, because it's very important. You know, you can't have a successful business if you don't know what customer service is. And then the other thing they learn that's integrated in the lab is applying those marketing mix elements that every business needs to know and be successful at doing to being able to run and operate their own business someday. So it's a great experience. The other thing we do is we do integrate our DECA organization as part of our class, as well as opportunities for our students to compete.
And we are underway here in this second half between your Dysart Demons and the Greenway Demons. Derek Diesner, Zion Green.
Hello.
Back here with you. 21-15 our score. Greenway leads it, and a good return to start this second half. Greenway will have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40 in their own territory. Zion, what were your takeaways from that first half of play between these two teams?
My takeaways were that the Dysart Demons kind of need their defense is solid right now. It's just they're just giving up like too many of those long plays, and the offense is just not the same since the first quarter. That's all I can say.
Well, the opening give is to their tailback, who's moving all over the Dysart defense and taken out of bounds around the 28-yard line is Corey Guerrero on the run. And that tandem of Guerrero and Bryce Clark we saw really do some damage in that first half, and that's a big chunk of yardage to give up to start this second half. It'll be 1st down and 10, ball at the 28-yard line, 40 seconds into this third quarter play. Greenway leads by 6, and they're threatening as they're charging upfield quickly. McNally out of the gun. McNally looking, surveying, finding a man down the seam, and taken down inside the 5 for a 1st down is Justin McCarr. That's the first time we've called his name here this evening.
Yeah, they're just eating away at the defense right now. Like, they just keep letting those long plays go. 2 back-to-back.
Yeah, just having their way right now, carving up the Dysart defense, and 1st and goal now from the 5 for Greenway. They're making this look easy on this opening drive here in the second half. McNally again will work out of the gun. He's flanked by a tailback. He's got a receiver split out wide on each side. McNally going to keep it himself, and he's taken down for a loss. That'll bring up 2nd down and goal. Wasn't the sharpest looking play by Greenway. I think they got a little too complacent there. They knew that all the other plays they've tried here to start this second half, they've had their way. They've been able to move it on Dysart, but that time the Dysart defense stepped up and got a big stop. 2nd and goal from the 5. McNally going to give it to his tailback, who's met by a wall of Dysart defenders, and he is taken down. Credited with the tackle will be Noah Ramirez. I'll bring up 3rd down and about 8. Or 3rd and goal from the 8, I should say. 9.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Greenway slow to the line. McNally will work out of the gun. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the near side. McNally gonna roll to that far side of the field. He's looking, got a man, and walking in for 6 is Andy Boddick, his 2nd score of the evening. And Greenway now with their largest lead of the night, 27-15, pending this PAT. Killian Connor on to attempt the PAT. And there was some movement by Dysart. The kick is up and it's good, but they're going to wave it off because of the flag. It was interesting watching that because you clearly saw the man jump off sides up top on the top of your screen from Dysart. But what was also interesting was 2 of the Dysart players that were lined up over the center were just standing there with their hands on their hips. You got to be more engaged, and they were not. And now because of that penalty, it's going to move Greenway closer, and they're now going to opt to go for 2. So a costly penalty by Dysart, and this is something we were talking about earlier. Too many penalties, and you have to watch it. You got to play disciplined football, and Dysart all out of sorts to start this second half. Giving up big plays and now making mental mistakes. McNally takes it. Drops, sidearm, off the fingertips, and dropped by Judah Semler. Should have had an easy score, unable to come up with it. And Dysart now only trails by 12, 27-15. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Our sports academy classes are designed so that student athletes can participate in their sport during the day. What that allows us to do is allows us to develop them in here year round. We're not trying to build bodybuilders, we're not trying to build weightlifters, we're not trying to build powerlifters, we're trying to build athletes. And so it's not about killing them every single time, it's about building them up throughout long periods of time so we can focus on long-term athletic development. Discipline, effort, and consistency win regardless of what it is.
Now, if that doesn't get you excited for Halloween, I don't know what will. Look at that shot, a beautiful shot of the moon here this evening. See some clouds out there as well, but the harvest moon is in full effect here in El Mirage, Arizona. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you. 9:12 to go in this third quarter of play. Greenway leads Dysart 27-15, and Dysart's going to get the ball for the first time here in the second half. It'll be a touchback, and the Dysart offense led by Isaiah Roman will head out onto the field. And they really need to get some sort of a spark, something going here in this second half. They now trail, and they've given up more points where that lead has been extended by Greenway. The Dysart Demons have to figure out what to do here because this Greenway team is too disciplined that if Dysart doesn't get back into this now, it could be a walk-away win for Greenway. Isaiah Roman will work out of the gun. Two receivers to the near side, one up top. He's got a man in motion. He'll give it to his tailback, who trudges forward to the 25-yard line. Was Noah Ramirez on the carry. Under 9 minutes to play in this third quarter. Dysart trails Greenway by 12. CJ Ortega going to check into this game for Dysart. On 2nd and 5, Roman out of the gun. Ramirez going to come to the backfield. They're going to give it to Ortega. Ortega trudges forward and taken down just shy of the 35-yard line. That's good for a Dysart first down. Great job by Ortega on that run to really wait, allow his blockers to get out in front of him, and really wait, too, to see where the holes would open up. Sometimes you see backs that are just so excited they get that ball and they go, and that's where they run into problems. That's not what happened there with C.J. Ortega. 1st and 10, ball at the 35. They'll go right back to Ortega. This time he is taken down for a loss near the 30-yard line. Making that tackle in the backfield was Matthew Thiel.
Matthew Thiel with the stop there behind the line of scrimmage. It will be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. Ball will be spotted at the 32-yard line. Roman calls for it. Kind of a bobbled play there, but luckily C.J. Ortega came up with it, was able to make something out of nothing, pushing forward for maybe a yard, bringing up 3rd and 11 now. Ball at the 34-yard line. Under 7 minutes to go in this third quarter. Roman out of the gun. Two receivers to the near side, one up top. Fake the handoff, looks downfield and deep. He's got a man. Pass is caught. Hinchy to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, 5. Touchdown, Dysart. The Demons are on the board here in this second half as Dysart with an aerial attack. And they now trail 27-21 with 6:29 to go in this third quarter play. What a play. Donovan Hinchy got free, and with that second burst of speed, just left the Greenway defenders in his dust. On to attempt the PAT is Christian Leonard. CJ Ortega to hold. Snap good, hold good, kick good. Dysart trails by 5, 27-22, 6:01 to go in this third quarter of play. We'll take a break and be back right after this. (27-22). Dysart trails Greenway by just 5 following that bomb to Donovan Hinchy. 6:29 to go in this third quarter of play. And Dysart getting set to kick it deep to Greenway. Teeing it up is Christian Leonard. And Zion, what a drive for the Demons. That's really what's going to spark your team, a drive like that.
For real, you know.
And just like that, the Demons come up with it. It ricocheted off a Greenway defender and falling on it for the Dysart Demons, I believe, was the kicker, Christian Leonard.
It's something the Dysart Demons really needed. We're kind of down, but it seems that it sparked hope in everyone over there.
They did really need that, and what a great job. First, you get that big touchdown and just burn the Greenway defense, but now you come back with a sort of onside kick, and you are able to get that ball back. You recover it in Greenway territory, and now you're able to get that offense right back on the field and pick up right where you left off. Isaiah Roman to work out of the gun. He's got 2 receivers to the near side, 2 up top. Avion Bailey in motion on the misdirection. They're going to give it to CJ Ortega, who pushes forward and is taken down around the 31-yard line for a Dysart Demon first down. Dysart quickly to the line of scrimmage. Trips up top. Roman shouting out the play call. He's got a receiver to the near side. Ortega with him in the backfield. He's going to heave it up. Single coverage, and unable to get to it was Donovan Hinchy. He wanted that one, but the ball was just a little underthrown. You could see Hinchy fully extend his arms to try to snatch that over the defender. Unable to do so. And that'll bring up second down and 10 from the 32. 5:54 to go in this third quarter of play. Greenway leads Dysart 27-22.
That boy Donovan Hinch, he's been like a Superman for this team right now. Doing it on both sides. I think he has like 2 touchdowns right now.
And right there we have a mental mistake by the Demons. Too many men in the huddle, and that's going to move them back. So what was second down and 10 is now going to be second down and 15. Ball will be spotted at the 37-yard line. So again, this is something Dysart's got to work on and cut down, is these penalties. This is what can make or break a game, and you don't want to lose because of mental mistakes. On second down at 15, ball at the 37. 1 receiver up top, 2 to the near side. Out of the gun is Roman. CJ Ortega flanks him in the back field, and a delay of game now on the Dysart Demons, so move them back some more. Head coach John Ganados has got to be fuming down there on the sideline. Second down and 20. Ball at the 42. Roman flush from the pocket. Heaves it downfield. He's got a man caught by Avion Bailey inside the 10. Roman threw that one behind him, but he was able to come up with it, and it's going to be first and goal for the Demons. Dysart getting a big play after back-to-back costly penalties. Isaiah Roman says, don't worry about it. Let me do something. What a play and what a connection by Roman and Bailey. First and goal from the 8 for the Dysart Demons. Roman, he'll go under center. Ortega in the backfield. The give is to Ortega right up the gut and tripped up inside the 5, bringing up second down and goal.
CJ carries to the 4.
Clock continues to run. 4.5 minutes to go in this third quarter of play. Roman under center. Give to Ortega. Still on his feet. And it looks like he's taken down just shy of that goal line. Quickly again on the ball is Dysart. Third and goal from the 1. Roman under center. He's going to follow his lineman into the end zone for 6. And Dysart has regained the lead. 28-22, 4:04 to go in this third quarter of play. And the Demons, after being down 27-14, have come back and now lead by 1. And they'll look to add on an extra point as Christian Leonard is on for the PAT. Snap high. Hold is good, but the kick is low and wide, and we will stay a 1-point game. Dysart leads Greenway 28-27, 4:04 to go in this third quarter of play. We'll be back right after this.
Dysart is proud to offer top-quality preschool programs that will help prepare your child to succeed. The 3 options available are Growing Minds Preschool, a tuition-based school for children ages 2 to 5, Developmental Preschool for those students identified as needing special education services, and Peer Role Model, where typically developing children serve as peer models for those with special needs. Visit our website to learn more and enroll your child today.
4:04 to go in this third quarter of play. Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you here at Dysart High School, where the Dysart Demons lead the Greenway Demons 28-27. And Zion, it's been a great past couple drives now for Dysart. Both have ended with touchdowns, and you can just feel the excitement back here in the stadium following what was a dismal way to end that first half.
Yeah, you really can. You know, big plays after big plays, and now it seems that it's only 1-point difference.
On the return was Aiden Granado. He is pushed out of bounds at the, see where they spot this, going to be at the 46-yard line in Greenway territory. Both teams a little confused as to where that ball was being spotted. Quickly, Dysart's defense has to get on the ball. Greenway's ready to go. Out of the gun, McNally. He's going to give it to his tailback, who pushes forward for about 2. Bringing up second down and 8. Well, we've talked about this Dysart defense, and they've played hard all night, and good thing is now they've had some time to rest following the first touchdown by Dysart, but then quickly recovering the ball and getting the offense the ball right back. So the defense well rested and ready to attack this Greenway offense. Second down and 8. McNally calls for it. He's got protection, throws across the middle of the field and threw it a bit high. Great pass defense by Donovan Hinchy, who was able to get a hand on it. That'll stop the clock at 3:15. Third down and 8 now from the 48-yard line. This Greenway offense, they can put up points in a hurry. Big third down here. McNally's got a man and incomplete as he throws it into the dirt. Intended for Andy Boddick. That'll bring up fourth down and 8 from the 48. And we may see the punting unit come on out for Greenway. As of now, McNally's still out there on the field. There is always the option, too, to allow him to punt it. But now they will pull the offense, and out comes the special teams unit. Kai Becker is the punter for Greenway. He's standing around his own 35. Greenway taking some time as they get their special teams guys out there. A lot of confusion on that Greenway sideline. They're trying to get players out there, and a lot of confusion as to who plays special teams and who does not. Punt gets away, and a high one at that. It is dropped, but did he recover it? It's a fight for the ball around the 15, and it will be Dysart ball. So a good recovery by Donovan Hinchy, who has done so much for this Dysart team here in this second half. And now the Dysart offense will have it. 2:59 to go in this third quarter of play. Dysart leads by just 1, and it's 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. So Dysart with their backs to the walls to start this drive. Isaiah Roman out of the gun. 2 receivers split out to each side. Bailey in motion. Keeping it is Roman, and he is stopped before he gets going. That'll bring up second down and long. Clock is moving.
QB keeper for no gain.
On 2nd and 12. Again, man in motion. This time on the jet sweep goes Avion Bailey, and he is tackled out of bounds right at the original line of scrimmage.
Avion on the end around for about 3.
It'll be third down and about 9. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter of play. Roman out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 up top. Sends a man in motion. That's Hinchy. He's going to roll to this near side. Avoids the 1 defender. Looks downfield. He's got a man caught. And I believe that was Hinchy again, taken down at the 30. And no, it was actually Jason Bernard on the catch. His first of the evening. And that's good for a Dysart team first down. First and 10 from the 30. Roman's got Ortega with them in the backfield. 1 receiver up top, 2 to the near side. They'll send a man in motion, give his to Ortega. He's going to work it to the near side and slips at about the 33-yard line. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter of play. Dysart putting together a good drive here, taking time off the clock and taking their time and being smart with the ball after we saw so many defensive penalties go against them on the previous drive. 2nd down and 7. Ball at the 33. Roman checks with his tailback Ortega, gives it to him, and Ortega is stopped. No gain. It'll be 3rd down and 7. And it looks like Dysart is content with taking it to the 4th quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, the Dysart Demons lead Greenway 28-27. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter right after this.
Here at Bailey Orthodontics, we offer a variety of treatment that is tailored and suited to you. So everything from clear brackets to metal brackets, gold brackets to Invisalign. What our patients love about coming to Bailey Orthodontics is just the genuineness that you get when you get here, and that truly everyone here cares for you.
We love to be on the cusp of technology. We like to offer the services that help our patients achieve the smile that they want in a faster time. One thing that's important in orthodontics, I feel, is to be a board-certified orthodontist. To keep up to date, to provide my patients with the technology, the information, and anything that can help them achieve the smile that they want.
Welcome back to Dysart High School. Derek Diesner, Zion Green with you as we get set for the 4th quarter, and you're taking a look at the class of 1984, having a reunion here at tonight's game, and they're there in those first few rows of the bleachers right at midfield, and we're thankful they are here tonight, and hopefully the Dysart Demons can come away with a victory here and claim the Demon title against Greenway. Again, Greenway won last year's game in Phoenix by 8. Final score there was 34-26. Hey fans, are you hungry? Stop on by Mountain Mike's Pizza in Surprise. Pizza the way it ought to be. You can visit them online at mountainmikespizza.com or give them a call at 623-235-8100. 3rd down and 7, ball at the 33-yard line. Demons will work out of the gun. They're going right to left on your TV screens here in this 4th quarter. And we've got whistles. A delay a game by Dysart. This is their 2nd delay a game of the 2nd half. And this is eerily similar to what we saw to begin the 3rd quarter with the costly penalties. 3rd and 12, ball at the 28-yard line. And another penalty. Did they get the timeout? They did not. It's going to be a false start against Dysart. And you can move them back even more now. And they are going to give them the timeout as well. So a double whammy. They get penalized and now they're forced to burn a timeout. Dysart only 2 timeouts left. And we haven't even taken a second off of the clock to begin this 4th quarter of play. 28-27, Dysart leads Greenway after trailing by a couple of scores at halftime. And taking a look at Dysart's schedule coming into tonight, they won a thriller last week in overtime against Paradise Honors 50-48. Before that, they had won back on September 6th at Shadow Mountain 49-0. But this Dysart team started 0-2. They lost at Santan Foothills to open the year 29-14. And they lost their home opener back on August 30th, a heartbreaker. They were leading River Valley. They looked like they were going to walk away with a win, but mistakes in the second half of the game cost them the win, and they lost 41-32. Roman gets free, lobs it up. tipped and almost intercepted. Dropped by Luis Juarez. And that'll bring up 4th down for Dysart, but on second thought, maybe it would have been better had he caught that ball, because who knows how far this punt will go. If you down them there, they take over right at midfield. Greenway this season appearing in just their 3rd game tonight. They defeated Flagstaff all the way up at NAU back on September 6th, beat them 34-14. But they lost last week at Deer Valley in a close one, 28-25. So Ed Cook has his Demons playing well this year, and we should be in for a treat here in this 4th quarter. Dysart will punt it away. This will be received at about the 48-yard line and take it down at the 40. On the return was Aiden Granado. And the Greenway Demon offense, led by quarterback Tyler McNally, will head on out to the field. 11:42 to go in this game. Dysart clinging to a 1-point lead. Dysart has relied on their defense a lot tonight, and they've come up big. They're going to need some more stops from them here. A lot of moving parts right now in the Dysart defense as they try to get situated. The opening give is to Corey Guerrero, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, bringing up 2nd down and 10. Dysart fans are very quiet. Again, Greenway had a lot of fans travel here from Phoenix. They had their band travel as well as their cheerleaders. So they're trying to make it feel like a home game as much as they can. McNally, high snap, going to dump it down to his tailback. Pass is caught, and he is taken out of bounds after the 1st down marker on the pass and catch to Corey Guerrero. So Guerrero's been active early on in this drive for Greenway. And it'll be 3rd and short. So he didn't get the first. Looks like he's a little less than a yard shy of that 1st down marker. Ball spotted at the 31 for Greenway. Almost a movement by Dysart. Again, the handoff, and this time taking it to the 21-yard line is Corey Guerrero, and he is having his way with this Dysart defense. He's breaking past the line and into that 2nd line of defense. And there's a flag on the play at the tail end of it. And it looks like it's going against the Demons. Too many mistakes here in this 2nd half by Dysart. They are kicking themselves in the foot right now. And one thing John Ganados preaches is discipline. His teams are always disciplined, but tonight, too many costly penalties for Dysart. 1st and 10 from the 11. McNally dumps it down. Pass is caught. I believe that was... No, that was not Guerrero. It was Bryce Clark this time, and he takes it inside the 5 to set up 2nd and short. 9:40 left in this game. Dysart leads by 1, but Greenway is knocking on the door.
That pass is complete for about 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 again. Greenway can get a first, and they're close to it.
Miller with a touchdown saving tackle on that play. But they did pick up the first down. It'll be
They did get the first down, and it'll be 1st and goal. So McNally out of the gun on 1st and goal. He's got Corey Guerrero with him. He gives it to Guerrero. Guerrero stretches out, and he is in for 6. And Greenway is back out on top, 33-28. Greenway leads by 5, pending the PAT with 8:39 to go in this game. So Dysart having the wind taking on their sails here, as they had a great start to the second half, but now Greenway just charged down on the defense and had their way with them. McNally rolling. He's going to tuck it and try to stretch. Ball's fumbled out of bounds, but they're going to say he broke the plane, and they're going to give him 2. Boy, the Dysart fans don't like that. And you can't challenge or do anything like that in high school football, so it's going to stand, and Greenway now leads by 7, 35-28, 8:39 to go. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
8:39 to go in tonight's contest in the Battle of Demons. Greenway now on top of Dysart, 35-28. Derek Diesner's Ion Green back with you as Killian Connor tees it up at the 40 for Greenway. They try the fake out moves. Dysart doesn't fall for it. It'll be returned from about the 20. It's Avion Bailey to the 40, past the 50, into Greenway territory, popped off a defender, but he did step out. I didn't know if the umpire saw that or not. Avion Bailey had cut it back to midfield, and he would have been gone for 6, but he did step out right in front of his sideline. But still, fantastic starting field position for Dysart, as they'll have it 1st and 10, ball at the 44-yard line in Greenway territory. Zion, what did you see on that last drive out of the Greenway offense and the Dysart defense?
You know, it just seems that Dysart kind of lost that spark a little bit, but it seems it's coming back a little bit.
See what the offense is able to do on this drive. Isaiah Roman out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 up top. Roman sends Bailey in motion. They're going to give it to him. Bailey works around the edge. There's a flag on the play. Bailey showing off his wheels. Still on his feet and now trips up out of bounds around the 10. But I have a feeling there was a hold and this is coming back. And look at that, there is.
Bailey, man, 2 back-to-back great plays. Teams have been doing that all night.
What's interesting is they've been running the ball a lot. They've been running these sweeps with Bailey, and they're running the ball with Ortega. I don't know what happened to Javon Christmas. Christmas ran wild last week in their win in overtime. Tonight, we haven't seen much of him. And bad news for Dysart, Avion Bailey in severe pain. He is lying down on the Dysart sideline around the 40-yard line. His coaches are trying to tell him to get up, but he is in a lot of pain. And the way he came over, it almost looked like it was his shoulder, but now they're stretching him out, so odds are he just cramped up. So following the penalty, it'll be 1st down and 20. Ball now in the 47 in Dysart territory, and a late sub onto the field is Muhammad Saftri. He'll run the sweep. Roman looking deep for Hinchy, and he threw it at his feet, and a late flag comes in the back. That's going to be defensive pass interference against Jaden Wardrop. Wow, I'm shocked to see that. That ball was kind of uncatchable because Hinchy had outrun it. There was no way he was getting back to that. But yet they threw the penalty flag. So a big break for Dysart. And with 8:01 to go in this fourth quarter of play, Dysart now starting to move that ball closer and closer to the end zone. So following the PI, it'll be 1st and 5, ball at the 38-yard line. Roman out of the gun with 2 receivers to each side. Roman's going to go deep again. Hinchy in double coverage. He came down with it. Are you kidding me? What a grab by Donovan Hinchy. He made that look routine. That was an incredible catch. I tell you, that catch was so good, that could be on SportsCenter's top 10. That was incredible. He went for that ball. He found it at its highest point and snatched it out of the air with 2 defenders draped all over him. It's going to be 1st and goal for Dysart. Ball spotted at the 6-yard line. Isaiah Roman under center. He fumbled the snap, picks it up. He's going to run with it. Did he get in? He is down inside the 1. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1, but a heads-up play by quarterback Isaiah Roman. After fumbling the snap, he had the wherewithal to pick it up and run with it. Almost got in. 2nd and goal from the 1. He's going to keep it. His line's going to try to push him to break the plane. No official call yet. And they're going to say short yet again. He had a late start on that play. CJ Ortega was looking to the sideline to get the play call. He lets Roman know what it is. Roman back under center. He's got some help now, and they're going to push him forward. And Roman is in for 6, but a penalty flag comes in from the backfield. And this will be going against Dysart, and you could see their reaction. Noah Ramirez is really upset. Can't believe it. More penalties. So 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line. Dysart trailing by 7. Roman under center. Roman fakes the pitch back, gives it to CJ Ortega, who walks in 4-6 from 6 yards out. And Dysart now trails by 1, 35-34. And here comes the PAT for the Demons. Are they going to kick it or are they going to go for 2? 6:20 to go in this ball game. Dysart trails by 1, and it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. Now they're going to switch it out. And Dysart burns a timeout. Their 2nd timeout used. They are now down to 1 timeout. And this is going to be a crucial one, because what does head coach John Ganados want to do here? Do you go for 2 and get a lead of 1 if you make it? Or do you kick the extra point and tie it up and play from there? This is going to be a big decision by head coach John Ganados. Zion, if this was you, what would you do?
Me, I say they're close enough to the point where they should just kick it and just tie it up at that point.
I agree. I think right now you got to kick it. Have faith in your defense. They have played well when they need to. Get back on offense. Your offense has been rolling. And they can get you either another touchdown or at least in the field goal range, and you can go from there. But trust your kicker here. It looks like the offense is still on the field. And here they come. They are going to go for 2. Isaiah Roman will work out of the gun. He's got a receiver up top, 2 to the near side. Now heading up top is Donovan Hinchy. Hinchy has been big tonight. Man in motion's Avion Bailey. Roman. And now another timeout is used by Dysart. They have just used their final timeout. I do not know what is going on tonight, but Dysart now burned 2 timeouts to talk about a 2-point conversion. Wow. And just like that, with 6:20 on the clock, Dysart now has no timeouts. I feel like, wow, this is a big decision now. What do you do? Do you just go for the win now? Or the lead, I should say? Or are you going to kick it and try to continue on, live another day?
Seems like they're going to...
The offense is back out there.
Go for it.
They are going to go for it. Roman's going to be out of the gun. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the near side. Roman shouting out the play call. Roman rolling to the far side. He's got a man, and he threw it short, incomplete. And Dysart trails by 1, 35-34, 6:20 to go. We'll be back right after this.
Here at Bailey Orthodontics, we offer a variety of treatment that is tailored and suited to you. So everything from clear brackets to metal brackets, gold brackets to Invisalign. What our patients love about coming to Bailey Orthodontics is just the genuineness that you get when you get here, and that truly everyone here cares for you.
We love to be on the cusp of technology. We like to offer the services that help our patients achieve the smile that they want in a faster time. One thing that's important in orthodontics, I feel, is to be a board-certified orthodontist. To keep up to date, to provide my patients with the technology, the information, and anything that can help them achieve the smile that they want.
Derek Diesner, Zion Green back with you here at Dysart High School in El Mirage, Arizona. Dysart got a score, unable to get the 2-point conversion, and they trail Greenway by 1 in the latter stages of this game, 35-34, 6:20 left to go, and a squib of a kick is picked up at the 15. And the Demon defense just cannot lock up Greenway, working away around the corner and finally pushed out of bounds around the 37-yard line. Talk about turning nothing into something. The Greenway Demons took advantage of the poor tackling by Dysart and what looked to be poor starting field position. Now they've got a little bit above average starting field position. So 6:07 to go in this game. Greenway leads by 1, 35-34. Greenway, all 3 of their timeouts if they need them. Dysart, all out of timeouts. So right now, Greenway could sit on this ball and walk away with the win. Good news, there's a penalty on Greenway, and they're going to start with this ball around the 10-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. They're going to put the ball at the 14-yard line. McNally, as accustomed to, he works out of the gun. Takes the give, steps into the pocket, gets off one defender, sheds another, throws it, and it's dropped. It was tried to one-hand the catch, was Carlos Toscano, unable to do so. And it'll be second down and 10 with 6 minutes to go. Dysart defense looking to hold strong here. They need a stop. And with the mistakes by Greenway, they've got them pinned deep in their own territory. Give is to the tailback, pushes forward to about the 15-yard line. I'll bring up third down and 7, under 6 to play. Big third down upcoming for the Dysart defense.
That run goes for only a couple yards. Also on the tackle, it'll be 3rd and 8, 7.
So 3rd and 8, ball at the 16-yard line. Tyler McNally out of the gun. 3 receivers to the near side. He's going to quick sling it out. And a great job reading that all the way as Kai Becker was dumped for loss. And Dysart's going to get this ball back. 5 minutes left in the game. And the Dysart Demon defense comes up big once again. And now it's going to fall on the shoulders of Isaiah Roman and the offense. Can they put together one last drive? Donovan Hinchy and Avion Bailey standing at the 50-yard line to receive this punt. 4.5 minutes to go in the game. The punt is away, high end over end. They're going to let it bounce, and it will be downed at about the 48-yard line in Dysart territory. 4:20 to go. Dysart trails Greenway by 1, 35-34. They've got to go 51 yards. Check that. They're going to actually spot the ball at the 48-yard line in Greenway territory. So Dysart has to go 48 yards to get a victory, or at least 30 to put them in field goal range, but I think they need a touchdown. I don't know if they're trusting their backup kicker to kick a field goal here this evening. Roman going to give it to his tailback, who bursts right up the middle for a first down and some. On the carry was Noah Ramirez. That'll get the clock moving. And the chains moving as well. 1st and 10, ball at the 32. Dysart will send in a few subs. On 1st and 10, Roman working out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side. Bailey going to go in motion, and a flag flies. Looks like Dysart might have too many men on the field. And they did. So Mohamed Safdari, who has come in as of late due to an injury, was not supposed to be out on the field on that last play. And Dysart was penalized 5 yards for having that extra man on the field. 1st and 15, ball at the 36-yard line, it looks like. Maybe 37. On the give was CJ Ortega, who takes it inside the 30. Picks up that yardage and some on the carry. Clock is moving. 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Dysart trails by 1, 35-34. Boy, these Dysart fans have been treated to a pair of games these last 2 weeks. Last week, a shootout and a win in overtime against Paradise Valley, 50-48. Tonight, Dysart down 1, but driving in the final minutes of the game. Dysart competes in the 3A Metro West, looking to pull an upset against a Greenway team who competes in the 4A Skyline Conference. Last year at Greenway, the Greenway Demons defeated the Dysart Demons 34-26. Dysart looking for some revenge here this evening. 3rd down and 5. Ball at the 28-yard line. Roman out of the gun. 2 receivers up top, or 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Ortega with him in the backfield. He gives it to Ortega, who pushes forward. He's right at that first down marker, but it looks like he's going to be marked just short of the first down. Clock is now under 2 minutes. Decision time for Dysart. You're down 1. Do you have someone that can kick it, or do you go for it? They're going to go for it. He's got it and more. Isaiah Roman still on his feet. And luckily, he tucked the ball at the last second because he was holding it loosely. But he picks up the first down and some. It'll be 1st and 10 for Dysart. Ball at the 19-yard line. 90 seconds to go in this game. Again, no timeouts for Dysart. Greenway has all 3 of theirs. So you wonder at what point does Greenway think about using some of their timeouts to stop this clock. On 1st and 10, Roman going to keep it, spins off a tackler, and is taken down at the 14-yard line. Picks up 6 on that. Less than a minute to go. 2nd down and 4. Roman out of the gun. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the near side. Roman going to look to the near side. Hinchy got it on his feet, and he's in for 6. 45 seconds left in the game, and Donovan Hinchy scores yet again. Dysart leads Greenway 40-35. Donovan Hinchy just boxed out his defender, caught that ball, and dragged him into the end zone. Dysart by 5, and they will go for 2 to try and make this a 7-point game. Isaiah Roman out of the gun for Dysart. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the near side, a bunch formation. Send a man in motion. That's Hinchy around the corner, and he's in for 2. Dysart lead by a touchdown, 42-35, 45 seconds to go in this 4th quarter of play. We're going to step aside. We'll be back right after this.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Dysart?
45 seconds to go in this game. Dysart looking for the comeback win thanks to Donovan Hinchy. They lead 42-35. 45 seconds left. Greenway has all 3 of their timeouts as Christian Leonard gets set to boot this one deep. Leonard sends it in the air. It'll be returned. It's dropped at the 18. Picked back up. And sliding off a few tackles and finally taken down just shy of the 30 is number 5, Deshaun Ingram. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Greenway. 34 seconds to go. Ball will be spotted at the 29-yard line. They've got to go 71 yards to tie this game and potentially force overtime. Let the fun begin. McNally out of the gun. 1 receiver to the near side. Trips up top. The refs trying to spot the balls and get things set. Line judge now talking with the Dysart sideline. I think they're wanting more time put back on the clock. .2 is what they wanted on the clock, and they get it. So now it's 1st and 10 from the 29. McNally, flush from the pocket, winds up, and the defender got to him and was able to knock the ball down. And I believe that was C.J. Ortega with the pressure. He was able to make his arm go in a funky motion, which That ball just was spiked right into the turf, bringing up 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 29-yard line. 31 seconds left to go. McNally out of the gun. Fakes the handoff. Again, hit from behind, and he threw a wobbler. Incomplete. 27 seconds left. 3rd down and 10 from the 29. Greenway looking for some positive yardage. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal if they can get the ball moving. Dysart defense feeling revved up as this crowd is making noise. McNally steps in the pocket, feels pressure. He gets it off, and it's caught at the 41-yard line. Greenway's going to use a timeout with 16 seconds to go. Pass was caught by Judah Semler. McNally took a shot at the end of that one. It looked like he was going to throw another wobbler. That wasn't the case, but he is in some pain. McNally, the senior, he is the only quarterback to throw a pass this season for Greenway. So you know they want him to stay in the game. He's trying to stretch it out, but he is definitely shaken up after that last play. 1st and 10 from the 41. 16.8 seconds to go in regulation. Dysart leads by 7. Greenway needs a touchdown and the extra point to force overtime. They've got 16 seconds and 2 timeouts to do so. McNally trying to rev himself up and forget about the pain. He's got 2 receivers to the near side, 2 up top. McNally drops back, feels the pressure, lets it go down the seam off of his fingertips of his receiver, almost intercepted. 11 seconds to go in the game. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 41. McNally went over to his sideline, gets the play call, 11.3 seconds. Got to be telling his receivers here, hey, if you catch it, either get out of bounds or get to the ground so we can use a timeout. McNally rolls to the near side, looking downfield. He's got a man right on the boundary line, and that pass is caught. It's a 1st down. It was Judah Semler on the catch, and there's 6.4 seconds left. Greenway with 2 timeouts. But they're working the boundary lines now. We'll see if they try to look at something down the middle of the field. But with 6 seconds, you gotta be quick with it. And Greenway's going to use a timeout. They have 1 left, which makes sense. You've got to draw up the perfect play here with 6.4 seconds. You don't have a lot of time to work with, so you need a quick catch and a drop and to use your final timeout or get out of bounds. One or the two. But you want to be able to get 2 plays off. You don't want this to be your final play if you're Greenway. The refs are talking things over too. That way they know what they're watching and what they're keeping an eye on, knowing how frantic these final seconds will be. 1st and 10, ball at the 28-yard line. Greenway's on the ball. McNally and his tailback, Corey Guerrero, get to the backfield. Trips up top, one to the near side. McNally out of the gun. McNally flushed. He's got to rush. He's got to heave it up. And that is uncatchable. There is no time on the clock. And the Dysart Demons have won. Final score tonight, Dysart 42. Greenway 35. With the victory, Dysart improves to 3-2 on the year. With the loss, Greenway falls to 1-2. Dysart will be in action in 2 weeks when they host Yuma here on October 4th at 7 p.m. Greenway will head back home and host Thunderbird next week at 7 p.m. Zion, this was a fun one tonight, and Dysart comes out victorious in the end.
Yes, sir.
Well, for Zion Green, I'm Derek Diesner. I'd like to thank our entire DSB Live crew for all of their hard work this evening. Final score, Dysart 42, Greenway 35. Have a great night, everyone.
Good night.
Yeah.